Hey love, and welcome back to another video. So today we are talking about comparison. Comparison. So we're talking about comparison. And we're talking in particular, we're talking about lock comparison. Okay. Some people, I get a lot of clients or people in general who have a tendency to compare their lock journey to other people's lock journey. And let me tell you why it is dangerous or not a great idea or a good idea at all to compare your lock journey to someone else's lock journey. Okay. So first of all, when you're comparing, you're pretty much noting similarities and differences between your set of locks to someone else's set of locks. And it's okay to say, oh, okay, her locks are different from mine and be okay with it. But it's not okay for you to be like, oh my God, her hair. Look at her hair. Look at mine. It's not looking like that. And then you're having a whole breakdown. Yeah. You're struggling with, well, why my hair don't look like that? And then the comparison is robbing you of your joy, robbing you of your happiness, robbing you of your experience because you're having this outlook on between your hair and someone else's hair. Now if you're just looking and saying, oh, hers are different than mine, or hers are longer, hers are shorter, hers are thicker, whatever it is, that's fine as long as you're not allowing it to disempower you in your journey. Okay. So I heavily encourage you to really fight to enjoy the lock journey if you're not enjoying it. Really fight to enjoy your journey because your journey is specific to you. Okay. Your journey is very, very, very specific to you. And you don't want to rob yourself of an amazing lock journey by comparing your locks to someone else's locks. And let me tell you why it's not a good idea to compare. First, you're not comparing the same hair structure. Okay. So when you're looking at your locks and you're looking at someone else's locks, you're not comparing the same hair structure. Some of you guys pick out one characteristics out of that other person's locks that's similar to yours. And from that one characteristic, you're like, oh my God, her hair is just like mine. Why isn't my hair doing what her hair is doing? There are so many different characteristics that, in our hair. So if you're just picking one out and then comparing it, you still don't have the full picture. So there's no need to compare. Oh, our density is the same. So why my hair isn't doing what it's doing? Well, you're just looking at the density. You're not looking at the thickness. You're not looking at the elasticity. And you're not going to be able to tell that by just looking. You're not looking at the elasticity. You're not looking at you don't know what the cuticles are like. You don't know what the porosity is like. There's so many different things to consider. And you just see one thing. Well, her hair is the same length. So why isn't my hair? Or we have the same curl pattern. Why is her hair like, there's so much more to the hair than just the curl pattern. There's so much more than just the density and so forth. So you do not want to pick one thing out and compare because there's something in that person's hair that is still going to be different. No two people's hair is created the same, equal. Y'all might have the same density, but different curl pattern. Same curl pattern, but different density. Same density, but different thickness. Same thickness, but different, so we can go on and on and on. On and on and on and on. Okay. So do not rob yourself of enjoying the lock journey by comparing the hair structure. Second thing you don't want to do is compare the stage of locks. She's in a new stage, I'm in a new stage. So why isn't our hair doing the same thing? Even though, or sometimes you guys think that some of you guys don't understand the different stages that the lock journey goes through. So because of that, you might see someone at year 5 and you're at year 1 and you're like, well, why my hair isn't doing that? Oh my God. She's at year 5 and you're at year 1. You cannot compare your 1 year to that 5 years. You can't. And that's just in life, period. You cannot compare your 1 year of work experience to someone else's 5 years or 10 years of work experience. You cannot compare your 1 year of business to somebody's 5 years of business. If you want to look at it on the other side, you cannot compare your 1 year of struggle to someone's 5 years of struggle. You cannot compare. You don't know exactly, what stage their hair is in. So you don't want to compare because y'all might be in completely different stages. So you don't want to sit here. Now you can admire and you can hope and hope that your hair will look like that one day, but it's not guaranteed, and you don't want to compare when it comes to that. Okay. Pauline here, award-winning best lock instructor and the people's virtual loctician and mentor. I love working with women to restore confidence and self-love. Because so many people needed support on their lock journey, I started a YouTube channel to help provide support to my lock girlies worldwide. And by doing so, I realized that I enjoy teaching and empowering others. So now I help aspiring and seasoned locticians to start and grow a profitable lock business without the stress and burnout. My focus is not just to teach you the microlocking techniques, but to support you and share my expertise on the business side as well. I love to empower women and help them reach their full potential, which is why I've created the Locpreneur Experience Seminar to teach you the techniques, help you grow your business, and build community. So I would be honored to support you at the Locpreneur Experience Seminar and help you win in 2024 and beyond. So if you're looking to learn and connect, click the link in my bio to register and join me and amazing speakers and lock experts on April 12th through the 13th, 9 a.m. in Norcross, Georgia. The next thing is you don't want to compare the mindset or the starting point, if that makes sense, because how the person started might be different from how you started. So you don't want to compare the initial journey, if that makes sense. So somebody who started off with long hair might experience something different than someone who started off with short hair. I did a video on why it's beneficial to lock your hair when it's shorter. There's so many great experiences that someone who locked their hair while their hair is short, that somebody with long hair, they're not going to experience that. Someone with shorter hair, their hair would most likely, if they have a short, tight curl pattern, their hair is bound to lock faster than someone with long, tight curl pattern. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody has a tight curl pattern and someone has a loose curl pattern, y'all can start at the same time and it's still going to be different because you guys have different things going on. So how someone starts, although y'all started at the same time, it's going to be different because you guys are not starting at the same point. Some people have no edges. Some people are starting with short hair, some start with long hair. Some people are starting off already loving their hair. Some of y'all probably never even saw your hair because you go from salon wig home back to salon wig. You have this cycle where some of y'all don't even really get to experience your hair. So the mindset that you're starting with when you start your locks is different. Some people have that mindset, baby, I love my hair no matter what. I'm a loose natural and I love it. And some of y'all coming from straight from a relaxer. And so you don't know what your natural hair will do as it grows out. Some of you guys wear wigs and braids and stuff like that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but when you're coming from constantly wearing wigs and braids and stuff like that, you're not used to seeing your hair or experiencing your hair as often as someone who is a loose natural and wear it all the time. You guys are starting at different places mindset wise, and then just different places and just how you feel about your hair. So that's why I said don't rob yourself of having a great experience by comparing, because that comparison is not good. Because I promise you, most of the time when y'all not comparing apples to apples. Y'all think y'all are, but you're not. You're not comparing apples to apples. So be mindful of comparing and try not to be in a journey that is not empowering, that is not hair freedom, and it's really not hair freedom when you're not enjoying it, because you're picking at every single thing about your hair. Some of y'all will be so rough with their hair. Y'all coming out, well, it's like look at this, and the way y'all handle y'all hair, I'm like, oh my goodness, gentle, 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 gentle. Y'all be so rough. Lord, can we not be so rough with thy hair? Okay. So overall, love your locks. Don't compare unless you're just looking at differences. It's okay to note the differences and the similarities. But when you start comparing and now having a love-hate relationship with your hair, you're in a bad place. And I need you to get off that train and get on that empowerment, positivity, confident train. Okay? All right. So that's all I have for you for this video. If you have any questions, comments, drop them in the the little comment box. And let's continue this amazing conversation in the comments. Okay. So do all that good stuff. Subscribe, share, like, do all that stuff. Okay. So put your questions, comments in the description, and not description, in the comments, and I will see you over there. Have a good one.